Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Tech Motoring. Paul here with another product review for you. And today's episode we have this product here, which are roof sunshades for your Tesla Model 3 made by a company called VICSEED. And these are two shades that go into the top of your Model 3 to keep out any of that blazing sun like we have today and keep your car cooler. And also we're going to see how they function, and we're going to see how they look, and we're going to see how they get installed. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned. We're coming right back at you. All right, everybody, well, welcome back. So VICSEED has reached out to me recently and asked me to do a product review for this product here on my YouTube channel. And of course, I love doing these product reviews for you because it gives you the ability to take a look at the product, see it for, everything it is. I put it in my car, you get to see how it looks and how it functions and whether or not it's worth your time and money to invest in something like this for your Tesla vehicle. In this case, a Tesla Model 3. And of course, this is the roof shades for your Tesla Model 3. So they are the top roof shades for your vehicle, the front one and the rear one. And what we're gonna do today is we're gonna just take a look, open this box, see what you get them installed, and we're gonna test it for a little bit and see how they function as well. So let's jump in, take a look at this, and see what we get in this really nice box, I'll just say off the bat. So let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so in the box we have this really nice case here that you get with it. And of course, this is nice to keep when you need to store them for a season or two, especially in the wintertime. Usually in the wintertime, you're gonna allow most of the sun rays to come through the roof of the car to help heat it up in those really cold winters. In the bottom of the box, we have these packs of these clips, and these are the clips that actually hold this to basically the headliner of your Tesla Model 3. So you're gonna need those in a little bit. So let's go ahead and open this up and take a look at the product itself. Looks like it's inside of this nice bubble wrapping here too, keeps it a little bit more protected. All right, so here is one piece. Ooh, I like the fabric feel on this, very nice. You could take a look right here. This is really, really nice. So it is a reflective material. It's almost like what you would see in some of those jackets that you can buy that actually reflects the heat back at you. So that's kind of interesting. It's an interesting material that they use to do that. Really nice, I like that. Let's go ahead and unfold this real quick. Whoop. Okay, there we go. All right, so we got it unfolded now, and as you can see that this appears to be, I believe this is the front one, Model 3. Nope, this is the rear one. So it says right here on this nice tag, tells you what side of the car. So on this side, you have just a material. It's like I would say almost like a white material, maybe a little bit off-white material. That this would be what you see from the inside of the vehicle. And then this side is the reflective side with those little reflective dots on it. And that's what goes up into the roof itself. So that helps reflect some of that out. Now I do like how this is a single piece here. It also appears that it has some see-through properties. So let me see, I put my hand behind it. So you can see that you can actually see through it a little bit. So this will allow some light to come through, but at the same time, it's going to help reflect some of that sun away as well. Kind of an interesting concept in this. I recently did another review of another product that you had to put an entire, basically, cover over this to help reflect out that heat. Anyway, let's get this in the car. Okay, all right. So this, I imagine, would be the front. Come on, there we go. Okay. All right, so same thing. It's labeled right here if it's the front or the rear, which is a really nice feature. Same exact pattern on this side for the reflective stuff. And of course, the same fabric style on this side. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. So you have the two pieces, the front and the rear shades, and then you have those clips. You just use those clips to basically clip it to here, and then they go in to the vehicle, into the headliner area to secure it. In fact, let me show you what the procedure is with one of those clips real quick. It's a really simple process. All you do is you take the clip like this, stick it in like this, and then turn it, and now it's secured to the headliner. So that's all you have to do to make sure that that clip is in there. And then to take it off, you just do the opposite, and that's it. So pretty simple. Do it from the side angle here, like this, and that. And there you go. That's all there is to it, to securing these clips to the actual headliner itself. All right, well, I think we got everything we need to make this possible. So why don't we go ahead and get these in the car, take a look at it from inside, and then we'll see how it looks. All right, everybody. Well, you join me now on the inside of my 2022 Tesla Model 3, and we're going to go ahead and get these shades, as you can see behind me, installed in this vehicle. Now, they give you a total of 12 of these clips here to mount it to your ceiling here. So this way you have, you know, plenty of clips to do this. Now, it's really up to you how many you want to put on there. Really, you want to make sure you put at least one on each side. So 4 for the front. You could probably do 4 for the back. And actually, I have a couple suggestions when it comes to the back ones where you should be putting these. So you actually do so you actually do have a couple spots in the back that I prefer that you put a little bit extra support. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get into that right now. So let's go ahead and retrieve that clip real quick. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab the front one here. And we're going to make sure that it's, number one, facing the right direction. This one is going to be going up in this direction here. And so what I usually like to do is just use the visors to hold it there temporarily while you get your first clip on. And so what we're going to do here is we're just going to take this clip and we're going to put it on just like I showed you before. And we're going to find a spot in the headliner where it sticks. And then why don't we just do one in the front here? I'm going to put 2 in the front, and why not? Let's put some on the sides as well. As close to the glass as possible. This way it gives you as much headroom as possible in the vehicle still, and also some extra support, so this way it doesn't ever fall down on you while you're driving, because that's the last thing you want, is for it to fall down. All right, so far this is looking good right here. And if you are interested in this product, I will have a link in the description below the video where you can actually take a look at this product for yourself. So far we got the first one in. It looks really good. Seems to fit pretty well. And we could still adjust it a little bit as well to try to even some stuff out here just to make sure that it's getting every little nook and cranny of that glass. So let's jump into the back seat now and get that one up there and see how these look. So the same rules apply. You want to make sure you have the reflective side facing up towards the sky, and you want to make sure that, well, number one, it's in the right shape. So we got a round part here and we got a kind of a 90-degree part here. So the round part is going to go on this side and the 90-degree angles are going to be towards the back of the vehicle. So I do have to spin this around here. I'm going to go ahead and start with a clip right here, and we'll put one right here, slide this over, and I'll make sure to get some close-ups of this when we're all done so you get a better look of exactly where I put all these clips and basically where to mount it so it works the best and also looks the best. All right, everybody. Well, I wanted to get you a view from inside of the vehicle to take a look at how this looks. So as you can see, it does fit really well into the corners of the vehicle. The clips hold it very nice to the roof of the vehicle. So for the front one, I only did about 6 clips. I did one there, one on each side, as you can see. And then I did some back here as well. So I did 6 clips for the front area. And as you can see, it seems to fit pretty well. A little bit of slack, but no big deal. That's actually pretty normal. And yeah, it looks really cool. In the back seat here, we did 1 clip here, 1 clip here. And then what I do in the back is I try to get this as close to the back as possible, because what you don't want to happen is this to fall down and potentially block the view of the rear of the vehicle out the back window. So I did 4 on the back in total. As you can see, 1 right there as well. So 4 in the back. And as you can see, right now we're in the vehicle. It doesn't appear that we can see out of this at all, but I'm really curious to see what it's like once we get outside. All right, so as you can see, we are now outside with the car. And if we look up, there's almost no sunlight coming through these whatsoever. except if you look directly at the sun, which is right there, that is the sun. So wow, it is actually reflecting all that light out of this vehicle right now. That is pretty impressive. Just to show you, that is the sun right there, and that's all it's allowing through as far as light. That is pretty impressive. And you can start to see the little circles here. You can see them on the other side of this material, which is really interesting. All right, everybody, well, there you go. So we got the VICSEED sunshades installed in my Tesla Model 3. They look great. As we can see, it really reflects a lot of light out there. Like when I first held them up to the camera and you can see light through them, I really thought, oh, you're gonna probably get a lot of sunlight through this, even though they have that reflective material. But honestly, wow. I mean, it really, I mean, just looking at the sun through these things, I mean, it's just this little tiny speck of light coming through. And that's okay. I mean, it's not allowing a lot of light through, but even if it allows just a little bit, I mean, that's fine as well. And on these sweltering months in summertime, like right now, it's August, this is nice to have, because it will help with your efficiency of your vehicle. It will help keeping yourself from being bombarded through your roof with just the heat from the sun. And I know they tint the roofs of these cars, but usually it's not a great tint. It's not something that's going to keep all the heat out, and so you do feel it coming through the roof, especially when the sun is directly above you. And on those long road trips, it's definitely good to have some extra benefit of having extra efficiency for having the heat out of your car, and of course just you in general being comfortable not having to get blasted by the sun for that entire trip. So definitely a huge improvement here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to give these a good solid few days. Actually, we're probably going to do close to a week with these shades up and see how they function. It doesn't seem like there's a difference when it comes to driving the car on a daily basis out in the middle of the day. Is the sun going to be blaring on the car and still, you know, keeping it hot, or are these going to reflect a good amount of heat away from the car? So that's what we're interested in. That's what we're trying to figure out here, and we will see what happens in the next few days. In the meantime, you can get another view of these real quick from here. This is the front one here, as you can see. And then, of course, you can see the back one there. Looks really good. And you can see the view out the back window. It does not really cover the back window all that much. In fact, yeah, no, it doesn't cover it at all. So I think that is fine as far as that goes with that coverage. And yeah, let's see how a few days go by. Let's see how they work. And we'll polish up our thoughts then. All right, everybody. Well, it's been about a week now since I've had the VICSEED sunshades up in my Tesla Model 3. And I gotta admit, I do really like them. They definitely do keep the sun out of the vehicle. Like right now, for instance, I could see the sun just barely through the sunshade over here, which is kind of cool because it means you can see just a little bit through the sunshade, but it does do enough to reflect the heat out of the car and keep the car as cool as possible. Now, the really cool thing about this is that it's a single piece, which means that you just plop them up there and you're done. And that's what's kind of really nice, is you're not fiddling with multiple pieces. You just unfold these things, throw them up there, and they're good to go. When you're done with them, you pull them down, fold them back up, throw them back into that bag that they give you. But I will have to admit, my only real gripe with this entire product is probably the color. The color gray that they use for the actual material for this is actually just a little bit lighter gray than the actual interior. So if you like a little bit of contrast in your interior, I think you'll be perfectly fine. If you're looking for an exact color match sunshade, these are going to be just a little bit different. But honestly, not really that bad all in all. I think it looks perfectly fine. But anyway, hope you like this. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in this product, once again, take a look down in the description below. We'll have a link there so you can take a look at this product for your Tesla Model 3 as well. Thanks again for watching today's episode. Check us out on all our social medias, also down in the description, and we'll see you on the next product review. And remember, welcome to the future, and welcome to Tech Motoring. We'll see you soon.